Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the Manager's Show, as always, sponsored by Chatham Bakery. I'm with John Schiffner. Now, last night the team plays another game, gets another win. How do you guys keep doing this?
Well, we're just making, we're taking advantage of the other team's mistakes, and we're doing some pretty good things. We're getting clutch hits, we're taking good swings, we're getting good pitching performances, and we're playing decent defense. So, it should, I'm not saying we should be 5-0, but we should be playing pretty well because we're doing all those things.
Earlier in the season, well, not earlier, but the first 4 games you were getting a lot of hits. Last night it was a 4-2 victory, and the pitching really held you guys together. What did you think of the performance first by Andrew Chin and then the bullpen?
Well, Andrew was outstanding. He did a really, really nice job. He kept Falmouth off stride. They had some really good, tough right-handed hitters, and he did an excellent job. And the pen did a good job as well. They came in and did a very, very good job, which is what they've been doing all year long. So we're really pleased with the way our pitching is going right now. I mean, we're not blowing guys away. We're getting outs. We're pitching to contact in some cases. We're getting the outs when we need them. We're getting good pitches when we need them. And so what more do you can't ask for anything better than that. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
One of those effective guys out of the bullpen, Ryan Leach. Have you been surprised by what he's done? 3 appearances, hasn't given up an earned run?
No, not really. I've seen Ryan pitch the last 2 years, and I know what he has. I've seen them because of the Ryan Thompson. I saw some game when Ryan was with Franklin Pierce. I have a player up at Franklin Pierce from Old Plainfield High School, so I've had an opportunity to see Ryan throw several times, and I'm not surprised. He's got a really, really power breaking pitch, moving fastball with some velocity on it as well. He can put it in real good spots, and he's really, really tough on right-handed hitters, and that's who he dominated yesterday. So, that was a very good performance, and I'm not saying he's going to do that every time out, but I was not surprised. I've seen that before.
Sticking with pitching, now the rotation turns over today. Andrew McGee getting his second start of the year. Does that change anything?
No, it's looking forward to seeing what Andrew could do again tonight. I mean, it's a whole different ball game for him, but again, he's another guy that's incredibly consistent, doesn't get himself in a whole heck of a lot of trouble, throws lots of strikes, and Ed Lyons, God rest his soul, to me one of the greatest coaches in the world, always used to say, work fast, throw strikes, change speeds, and you're going to be a real successful pitcher if you can do that. And I've learned that from Eddie and try to convey that to any of the pitching coaches I have. I mean, they probably say basically the same thing, but it's so simple. Just work fast because it keeps your defense behind you. Throw strikes because you don't want to walk people, and change speeds to keep the hitter off stride, and you got a shot.
And he had 9 strikeouts in that first outing. What was he doing so well to miss bats?
Well, he's spotting up, too. I mean, he was just painting the corners. And, again, will he be that successful as the season progresses with that? Maybe not. The umpires or the players are getting used to the umpires. Maybe he was getting a couple inches here or there or whatever. He was freezing them, locking them up several times, pitching backwards a little bit. They were expecting a different pitch, and he got them on it. So, that is his stuff, too. So, but I know one thing. He's going to throw strikes, and he's going to get guys out.
Moving to the offensive side of the ball now, lineup continues to rotate, moving guys around, but you guys stay effective even though Connor Joe's the only player who started every game for you guys. How nice is that as a coach, knowing that whoever you plug in there can be effective?
That's why I did it, looking for guys whose coaches are giving them great raves about being versatile and just being a real team player. And, that's what we're striving for right now, is to just give everybody a chance to play. Let guys play different positions, give guys a chance to get some rest, because if we get a bunch of rain, we're going to go 10, 12, 14 games in a row sometimes. And, if you're not in good condition, you're going to be in trouble. So if we can keep them fresh, I just think that it'll give us a better chance in the real dog days in the middle of July, heading towards an opportunity to make the playoffs. If they're pretty healthy, they're not beaten up, they're not dragging, we got a shot.
Yeah, the way you described it to me in the dugout the other day was there's a method to the madness. Now, I don't want you to give up any of the shift secrets, but what do you mean when you say that?
Well, we've got a bunch of multi-position guys, and that's so valuable. And, first of all, it's going to be difficult if somebody goes down. If somebody gets hurt, to find someone of Cape Cod quality or caliber right now. Everybody's tied up in some summer league at this point. You'll be very lucky to find a guy coming out of a summer school. You might find an arm someplace coming out of summer school, and they'll be ready to go pretty quickly. A position player is going to be 3, 4, 5 weeks behind. It's tough. So you want to make sure you're covered if you get an injury, and I think we are. I think we have depth all over the place. We have 5 guys that can catch. Pickens and Murray have caught before. So God forbid if something happens, we've got two guys that have put on a mask and know what they're doing, and not that long ago. And we've got corner guys all over the place. We've got two middle guys on their way. We're a little thin right now in the middle, but Lassiter and Russell are hopefully do not. I don't want to jinx them. Obviously want to see them win the World Series, but those are middle guys. They can play second and short as well. And they can go in the outfield. And so it just makes things easier, and it gives guys a chance to get at-bats. If they can play another position, they're going to get at-bats.
All right, thanks a lot, Schiff.
My pleasure.
We'll see if the method to the madness keeps on producing wins as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues. Back to you, Keith.